We are back for more Blood Bowl action from the Champions Cup playoffs season 12, as we are going to see the other semifinals match with JimmyFantastic against Pupok, all brought to you by XII Focus Home, where they are offering 500 euros first place, second place 250 euros, third and fourth gets 100 euros apiece. So both of these guys here, third and fourth place, will still be able to drown the sorrows with 100 euros. And we are going to start up that match right now. And we're going to see how this game is going to go here. I'm trying not to look at the score, but it is quite difficult, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, in my preliminary prediction, I did say that I liked... Did I say JimmyFantastic? No, I'm going to say Pupok, the Chaos team, just a little bit stronger than JimmyFantastic's guys. But you never really know, do you? As you saw in the first semi-final match, Nuffle does play a huge role in the game. Definitely. Oh, thank you so much, Poncho, for the host. As we see the Champions Cup playoffs, we're going to see JimmyFantastic's Dwarf team, Murder, Death, Kill, facing off against the Chaos team, coached by Pupok, Goat Farm. This is the semi-final match of the Champions Cup. Guys, welcome all you Poncho viewers. And more global action is going to be had here today. So now, this coin flip. Who's it going to be? Will it be Jimmy's favor? Or will it be the Chaos team, Pupok? It looks like Pupok will be set to receive the ball and wants to get the hits off on this Dwarf team. So before we get too headlong into this game, let's go ahead and check out both of these teams' skill. And oh boy, and he's going to have a death roller for today's match. Again, thank you so much, Poncho, for that hosting. Just in case you have missed it, sometimes, you know, I know just from personal experience that sometimes when you host, you don't get to jump into the channel right away. So again, thank you so much for that host, Poncho, just in case you didn't hear me say it before. Yeah, I hate it when I host somebody and they don't even say thanks. It's like, what? Come on, man. I said I host you and everything. Anyways, we're going to have this death roller for today's match. As I have said, the Dwarven team really needs to rely on, well, murder, death, killing the other team if he's going to have any real shot at winning this ball game. Not only are we going to see this death roller, but we also going to see the apothecary, not apothecary, for the wizard for today's match. So JimmyFantastic loads of weapons for today's match. He really needs to get by and try to get into the championship match if he can do it. But this is going to be tough here. This is going to be tough. Let's check out the skills though. Dwarven team with the huge ball carrier, with the dodge, with the +1 agility, +1 strength, +1 movement allowance, but no block on him. So not still the best, because both down die going to be susceptible to that hit. But still going to be a very dangerous ball carrier. Gonna have this long beard here with the stand firm, mighty blow, and that guard long beard here. The blitzer with the stand firm and the guard, and the death roller gonna be in today's match. Gonna have yet another of the long beards here hiding right behind the death roller. Gonna get the piling on, mighty blow with the stand firm and the guard ability for that man. The troll slayer with the jump up, piling on with the mighty blow, tackle, and then a couple of long beards here. This one here with stand firm with the mighty blow and the guard, and then more dodge and the stand firm. Mighty blow with the guard ability, and of course more guard in the front line, but a couple of level 1 longbeards right in the front line, suffering some injuries along the way. Another runner here just because, and then of course stand firm with that block ability on the last longbeard there. So Chaos team, perhaps not as crazy with the claw and mighty blow with the piling on, but still gonna have his own hitters for today's match. Well, actually, he still has quite a bit of claw and the mighty blow. So let's just take a look here, though. Chaos Warrior does have the mighty blow, guard, and the blodge ability. And then, of course, this other beast man here, claw with the mighty blow, with the tackle, block, and then +1 in strength with the claw and the mighty blow, guard, block here for that Chaos Warrior. Who needs Minotaurs when you have these crazy Chaos Warriors with a bulging biceps? Gonna have more mighty blow, claw, and the guard block here for that Chaos Warrior. And of course, the same here for this man there, Beast Man. Gonna have the Dirty Player Wrestle and the Tackle ability. So a huge ball hawk right there. And then the Tackle, Mighty Blow piling on with the Mighty Blow with the block ability. And then more block and guard. And then +1 in movement allowance with the Sure Hands. Blodge with the +1 and agility. And then of course the piling on Mighty Blow Claw with the Tackle block here. And then Dirty Player with the Chaos team. So I have to say, if anything, this is still, with all the weapons that I see here, this is looking about 50-50 now. I just can't say for definite that this Chaos team has the win, because if anything, the Death Roller should be able to get his fair share of hits. 7 strength and a big bone in the throat of this Chaos team. Death Roller is going to end up dominating in the center. So here's the kickoff. Go Farm. Gonna get an extra reroll with those cheering fans. And here it goes. Here's the hits here. And if the Chaos team is able to break lots of armor and get the piling on Mighty Blow action going, then he'll be for the better. But so far, a push here, but not this man. Will be able to get the hit off. Does have Claw with the Mighty Blow, but just gonna be producing a stun here. As you can see here, Blow Visor Babe as well for Jimmy's team. And then nothing left here for Pupok's for the inducements. So here's nice big hits on the front line. Gonna get the injury. I believe it is not gonna be too bad though. Yes, this is gonna be a hit there on the level 1 Longbeard. Not a big deal, but still, only 2 more dwarves to come in. And of course, know this, that the Death Roller should be a loner Death Roller. One that was probably purchased up by Jimmy. And like I said, he's going to definitely need him for today's match. Try to get these hits in, and if anything, hit and kill the other team. As we have seen, Chaos team very susceptible to those hits as well. On value 8 on those Beastmen. So at this point, you better believe that Jimmy is going to be trying to aim down some of these Beastmen, take down the numbers, put it in his favor, just as this Chaos Dwarf team in the last match was able to get those injuries off himself. But that's not going to help out. But still, loads of rerolls in the early bits. Really wants to get these hits off early. And trying to get him down, but no dice there. Death Roller going to be holding up the center. Chaos team is going to be just full of BS if they think they can stand up to this man at this point. But once this Chaos steamroller, their steamroller gets going, then it could be too much. There's the move around on this right side. Should be able to get the blitz here. Open up the right side, 3-die blitz. Gets the defender down die. Gonna open things up. Chaos team will be able to have a nice little highway towards this right side. We have seen Pupok before move the ball up and then scored if forced to do so and go up. And there's the nice hit, nice Mighty Blow with the piling on. Gonna get the KO on top, so that is really great. This is why I'm getting Mighty Blow with the piling on with the Claw ability. I think quite honestly, in the last game we saw against the Chaos Dwarf team, not enough Mighty Blow Claw with the piling on, and I think that's the key thing that you really need for this Chaos team to do well. Get that Mighty Blow piling on with the Claw ability for this Chaos team, and then be able to capitalize with all the injuries that should happen. Turn to Jimmy. Gonna base up the guys coming up over the top. Really wants to get these injuries off though. I can't blame him. Really wants to get these hits off. So here's some support over the top. And he will be able to get these hits in. He's got Mighty Blow piling on himself. No Claw though, but still. Defender down dive. This doesn't produce anything from the armor value 8. Then I believe we're going to see a follow-up. Yes, we are. Here's the piling on. And he's staring into the cameras as he's doing it. But not going to be able to produce much more from it. A little bit unfortunate there. That should have been a nice, clean and clear hit even, but man, doesn't produce much out of there. So Chaos team is really doing quite well at this moment. And reposition his blitzer, in fact, utilizing that 3 agility, so 3+ dodges. There we go. Both of these guys going to be a little bit safer for it, and going to also stop the forward momentum. Or will he? Chaos team just needs to get down this blitzer to maybe go down the right side, but will he do it? Don't forget the wizard on JimmyFantastic's side, so he can't stretch out his neck too far, or Jimmy will chop it off with the wizard. Nice big hit, nice arm value break, just to be stunned right there. And will he get more? Yes, he will. It looks like he's going in for the elbow, but in the end, the Beastman uses his hoofs. There's the injury. There's the apothecary. Gonna use it there straight away. Not gonna be wasting any time here. Jimmy's gonna blow his own apothecary, but Pupok gonna be satisfied with that result. Doesn't need to push it too hard. Dodge away, trying to get away from the death roller. Can't blame him there because those spikes, I don't think they're clean, and I believe, you know, those things are going to be quite filled with bacteria, and you know, you don't want to get hit and then die of disease. That's just terrible. That's just terrible. But I suppose the norm in the medieval ages. There's the blitz here, trying to take down this left side, dominate one side of the field at least, limit the way that the Chaos team go. Wizard already being used here, so the lightning bolt used on the ball carrier will be taking them down. Will he be able to follow up though? I think he will be. Yes, he will be able to, but he will be able to make a dodge away. Yes, but that's why we get the +1 agility. And there we go. He's going to be able to get down. Going to do the punt. No, he's not going to do the punt. No, he's going to get the blitzer all the way on the other side of the pitch. I thought it was the punt there for a second. But there, JimmyFantastic throws it way across the side of the pitch for the 4+ pass with the 3+ catch. And gets the amazing throw with the pitch and the catch. Going to be able to get there. Wow. And I can't believe that Chaos team is definitely going to have to pull out all the stops to stop this touchdown at this point. Chaos Warriors will be able to move down the pitch, but it will be too late. The blitzer, he's in range for this touchdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after a couple of GFIs. Jimmy showing he's not afraid. He has to do something. I thought he was going to go for the punt right there for the easy, just throw it down the pitch and then get his guys maybe in range afterwards because he's got the +1 in agility with the +1 in movement allowance, and sure, he might get blitzed down, but should be able to survive it, and he's gonna be okay there. Chaos Warrior, yes, he's gonna be able to make it down the pitch here. Will this Dwarven team be able to get through? Will be at least get the touch on him and mark him up, force the dodge away if anything. This is somehow exciting here. I thought it was just going to be a big bash fest, but Jimmy, after blowing that wizard, going to have to follow up, and he does. And again, I thought he was going to go for the punt to just at least get the ball down the pitch and give himself a shot at perhaps getting to the ball, but instead, it's going to be thrown to the blitzer for the 4+. And I guess, you know, it's 50-50, and why not try for the 4+ pass for 3+ catch, and totally is going to make it here. Gonna give himself at least a chance for this touchdown coming up. He's in range. Get the dodge away. Yes, he does with the 3+. He just needs to do the 2 GFIs. They never go wrong, do they? No, they don't. 1-0. Jimmy is gonna score it on Pupok's possession half. Look at that. Dwarves, they're gonna go up 1-0, playing a bit elvish, but the drummers, they don't care what they see here. They're just happy for the touchdown. Oh, what a great play there. Just gonna be saving everything. Dwarves gonna give themselves an absolute really good shot at perhaps winning the game. Man alive, I cannot believe what I'm seeing there. Death Roller is gonna get called out. He is a secret weapon and no bribes for the Dwarven team whatsoever. Does have a Bloodweiser Bay, but all the weapons being blown there. But will it be good enough to win? We'll see though. Chaos team does need to score it here. Otherwise, lets him go down a little bit too far down. And he won't be able to recover. So he needs to score it in 4 with this Chaos team. But lots of movement allows for his guys. For the Beast Man, and does have the +1 and agility man right there as well. So huge ball carrier, and these hits, they're still gonna be forthcoming, and should get some more injuries off on this front line as the Dwarven team. But man, going up 1-0, you definitely got to be feeling really good about that, especially if you're the Dwarves, especially if you're JimmyFantastic at this point, trying to win this game and make it into the championship match and give himself a good chance at winning here. Finger stumbles. Nice little hit there. More armor value breaks. Yes, take him down. Just gonna be a stun, but at this point we'll definitely take that. Chaos team. All he needs to do is just get the ball up the pitch, make it down to 4. KO. He's not satisfied. Normally you do not do a piling on the KO, because this is what happens. He had the KO, won the injury, but instead actually re-rolls the injury and gets the stun instead. So that's why you don't usually follow up with the piling on with your Beast Man and gonna convert that. So, wow. I'm a little bit surprised at that. Definitely a lot more times than not, you take the KO, but feeling good about his chances. Gonna try to get that piling on and gonna be a little bit nuffled there, but the greed. Dwarves definitely gonna take that one here and take it to the bank, and probably gonna get a foul off maybe? Looks like he's setting up for it. And I don't blame him there. He's a dangerous Beast Man. Piling on might blow with the claw, tackle, block, but I think in the end just wants to surround him up and make it to where he can't really even get a blitz off so easily. So there we go. Just nullifying him in that respect. No fouls here. Doesn't want to risk the 30% chance of getting fouled off. And whittle down his guys even further. But there's a 3-die blitz. Gonna get a bit nuffled there. Not wanting the both down die, but ends up just getting the push here. And of course, stand firm. He's not going anywhere. So gonna get a little bit nuffled himself. Chaos really wanted to open up the right side, but still 3 more turns left. So ball should be okay. Moving up the ball off the pitch. No wizard to worry about this time around. The skills are just absolutely in the way, both sides. Lots of skills. There's the foul there from the dirty player. Will just get a stun, but definitely one less dwarf to worry about in this next few coming up. I think we got a mosquito here. I got a mosquito here around my chair. That stupid thing. Ooh, Troll Slayer. Yes, gonna live up to murder, death, kill. And will be able to take down a Chaos member. Finally, a big injury has been a little bit lacking in this game for this Dwarven team. And the namesake is going to be lived up. Troll Slayer, that is why Jimmy does have one at least for his side. Getting nice and leveled up and very dangerous. So that's going to definitely work out for his favor. Just try to slow down this Chaos team so that won't be able to make it down in due time. It's turn 7. So this Chaos team really needs to make it down the pitch and make the score. Otherwise, the Dwarven team will have an easier time at winning the ball game on his possession half in the second half. Chaos really needs to get him down. Just going to be a push here. And gonna not stand firm. Gonna get a little bit more in the way. Force the blitz here on this right side if he wants to get anything going. And it does get the hit in. Oh, and the death injury. The apothecary being already used. That's a big long beard on the right side. And not only that, but he's also holding up the right side as well. Chaos Warrior will be able to fill in the gaps. And then the ball moving up the pitch. A side screen, but it should be good enough here. Dwarves, though, should be able to get the blitz here against the Chaos Warrior. And might be able to hem him in on this far right side, but we'll see. Dwarves do need to get all the hits in. And hopefully not get Nuffle too early and spending the last couple of rerolls too early as well. There's a nice hit injury. We'll be able to hit him back, but that's just the left side there. Who cares about those guys at this point? The Chaos team really needs to get down and get the score off, if anything. Nice little push. Gonna get some push combinations. And we'll be able to get a runner. Level 1 runner, but still. Here's gonna be the Dauntless. Ooh. Gonna get the 2-die, red die block, but no! It's gonna be making things just a tad easier. Just a tad easier. Oh boy. Just a tad easier. Actually gets the Dauntless roll, but it still ends up being a 2 red die block. There's way too many guys here assisting. And that, my friends, may be it here. Beastman, he is in range with the +1 in movement allowance. He does have a reroll in hand, so even if he does fail the GFI, only 1/36 chance of failing and making it into this touchdown area. Chaos team feeling good about his chances. Actually going to do all these blocks first. I'm a little bit surprised at that, because if he gets a little bit nuffled there from the 1/36 on this block, then he won't have another reroll for the GFI tries coming up here. So there we go. If he doesn't get these rolls, then oh, he won't make the TD, but he does get it. And Pupok will get the touchdown. It's squared up 1-1. Man, that was just almost all too easy. Troll Slayer failing the 2 red die block and does not get paid off there. And I have to say, if that 2 red die block would have worked out and he would have been able to open up things against the Chaos team, would have been able to get the hit off. And a little bit too bad for this Dwarf team. Yeah, I can't help but feel bad for the Dwarfs as well. Neol, but still, I mean, just one of those things where Jimmy took that risk there, or either that, perhaps it was miscalculation with the 2 red die block, but still, I can't blame the Dwarf team. Even if he did just go for it right there, that was definitely a good play right there. If he would have opened things up, he would have been able to get to the ball, and he would have made that touchdown nigh impossible afterwards. But unfortunately, 2 red die block, the push doesn't come through. Just needed at least a push here. And he just got the skulls on both of the red die. Perfect defense. That's going to be great. Chaos team really needs to have that perfect defense, because the Dwarves lined up in a hitting formation. Not so great against the blitz, but the Chaos team here. The Chaos team here, though, is going to get hit. So with the turn 8 here, hopefully the Dwarven team will be able to get some hits in and maybe get some more injuries here against the Chaos team before the second half is going to start up. But don't feel too bad about the Dwarves. It's going to be their possession half in the next bit. And they do have a slight advantage to win. There's a death injury, in fact, so don't feel too bad whatsoever. The Beastman goes down to the death injury. The Chaos team, he only had 2 guys to come in as well, so he's going to be down in numbers in the next bit. Well, actually not going to be down in numbers. It's going to be 10 on 10, so Dwarves actually squared up the numberage. Oh, there's another injury there, so never mind. Chaos team, he's going to be down in numbers in the next defensive try, so Dwarves going to have a nice advantage going in. Not only going to be up 10-9 on the pitch, but also going to have the ball. And there's more pitches and catches here. Oh man, I can't believe it. The Dwarves are throwing like elves at this point, getting even the vanity passes by the end of the period. But This is looking good. 3 injuries, or 2 injuries, and 1 person fouled out, but 4 injuries here for this Chaos team, and Chaos team's in trouble here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys against 10 dwarves, and I have to say, if anything, the dwarves should be able to ground and pound this one out. Unless there's going to be more injuries caused by this Chaos team. And at this point, this Chaos team really needs to have the injuries fall his way. Otherwise, we're going to see a Dwarf in the championship match. I can't believe it. Are we going to see it, guys? Are we going to see a big-time contest between 2 big-time names? Crucifer already in the championship match, awaiting the winner between this match. And both of these guys, pretty big names themselves, and we'll see how this is going to play out. Security gate going to negate the right, and that's a little bit too bad for the Dwarf team, because the Dwarf team would have had 1 less turn to hold it, because that would have absolutely have wasted 1 of the turns. But security gate's going to protect against the riot. And we are now on the way. Dwarves are going to hope to try to get more injuries up in the front line. And going to get the blitz here on this Chaos where defender stumbles. Try to get him down some more. This has absolutely just been a bash fest between 2 big guys. And then suddenly more passes there by the end. And Dwarves absolutely getting paid off. There's the mighty blow. There's the piling on. And trying to get some more out of it, but it looks like not going to get more out of it. So there's that. Dwarves do have the numbers advantage, and that is really great. When you're playing the Dwarf team, it's so crucial to have the numbers advantage. I can't even begin to tell you guys out there. I know I've harped on this a little bit before, but still, I mean, again, just in case you've watched me first time, it's just one of those things where Dwarves really needs to have the numbers advantage on the pitch. Otherwise, his lack of movement allowance is going to come back to haunt him. But there, the KO is going to square up the numbers, and that's not too bad, though. Dwarves, with the ball in hand, does have still a slight advantage, even though the numbers are going to be the same. As you see that the Chaos team, he has to cover the pitch until he sees where the Dwarf wants to go with the ball, but by then he may be able to use the numbers advantage on one side of the pitch to be able to maybe make the touchdown by the end. But still, oh gosh, Dwarves really needs to be up in the numbers count, though. Still 9 on 9 on the pitch. But with it being 9 on 9, it will mean that there will be more spaces in which the defense can't cover with 9 guys as he could with 11. But still, Chaos team's going to have to try. Nice little blitz there, but doesn't produce much out of it. There's the jump up. Going to fail the jump up and not going to re-roll it. But when you use the re-roll there on simple jump up, still should be able to get a 2-die block in. So there we go. Then when you use the blitz action, well, actually you already used the blitz action, so there you go. And now it's the Chaos team. So far, Dwarf staying off. Jimmy knows what's at stake, and should just be holding the ball at this moment, as he should. Chaos gonna try to blitz down. Oh, 136 there. Pupok running low on those rerolls here. Just 2 more left after getting a nice little hit. Just a stun does produce yet another KO. Perfect. And now Chaos team, they're going to be the one up in numbers. As I've said before, it is quite crucial for the Dwarven team to be up in numbers. But once they start being down in numbers, it's going to be quite uncomfortable for them to hold on. And again, Dwarves, they really need to get these hits in. I'm going to be failing the Dauntless, so it ends up being a 1-die blitz. And it's going to spin the reroll there. Finally going to get the defender down die. That's going to be great. Might be able to get a nice little hole right here on the left side, and he will be able to. He's going to force the foul on that Beastman, I believe. Actually, it might not foul. No. Okay, he's going to foul. There we go. So it's not really a force there, but definitely going to be one in which you really want to consider here to make sure that his guy's going to be okay. But just going to be a 1 assist foul, but still going to work out. Going to get the stun, and that is really good. And will also help out in the security of the ball. Gonna try to dodge his Longbeards away with the 4+, but gonna fail it and gonna get himself injured. -1 in movement allowance, and that's gonna be yet another dwarf down. So the dwarves, they're down to being, they're down 2, and at this point, the dwarves being down so much in numbers is probably gonna have to score it pretty soon here. So watch for the dwarves to move down the pitch and make the score, because he kind of has to. He cannot allow this Chaos team to recollect his defense and then put the numbers advantage to the point where he can't make this touchdown. So here we go, the dwarves. They're going to be forced to at least get down the pitch very quickly and perhaps get this touchdown. Oh, there's another injury. This isn't a practice match here, boys. And he will take down yet another dwarf. Oh no. This is not what I had envisioned here for this dwarven team. I would have thought the ground and pound would have worked out a little bit better. But 1 injury, 2 injury on just 2 blitzes was able to just open things up, take down this dwarf team. And the dwarves might actually have to just go potato at this point. I mean, I think this is just forced. Absolutely a bloodbath, New York. You're right about that. Whoever wins this might be too battered to go on in a championship match, but so far, so good. At this point, you just want to make it to the championship match. Don't want to falter at semifinals. With the blitz, we'll be able to get a screen over the top. Gonna have to make a crazy dodge, and he does with the 4+, and he will be able to get a side cage at least going. And he will be able to get some more help here. So the dwarves moving it, forcing it down the pitch, and trying to get at least one more guy down there to help out. But that is not good enough. Chaos team will be able to get the blitz here over the top. Should be able to hit this side cage here. I hate side cages, but at this point, dwarves are just forced to do it at this point here. And Chaos team just needs to get the blitz, get his guys right in front, get in the face, and make it quite uncomfortable. And this is all, you know what, guys, this is all the reason here. I'm sure at this point, if Jimmy watches my videos, and I believe he does, he's going to be echoing in his head my words. I hate side cages, side cages, side cages. And there we go. But the push is going to come out on the blitz. So side cage working out quite nicely. If the side cage at the top right doesn't fall down, then this is okay-ish. And might be able to get around and make this touchdown. Chaos Warrior moving up. Failed the GFI. Gonna not re-roll that. And I'm a little bit surprised he doesn't, because I think he needs that Chaos Warrior. And I think he might actually do the blitz here with the +1 in strength rudder. And then he might be able to get to this touchdown. There we go. Blitz on the Chaos Warrior. Gonna get the defender stumbles even. And he will follow through because he got +1 agility. So this is a simple 2+ dodge away. Yes, it is. 2+ dodge away with the 2+ GFI. Yes. He will not be stopped. 2-1 after being down a couple of dwarfs, will still be able to get the touchdown there. And he's got the touchdown, but the question will be, is he able to stop the offense of this Chaos team? Will the dwarfs be able to pull it off here? But plenty of time left on the clock. 4 left. Dwarves just needs to hold on for 4 turns with just 7 dwarves on the pitch. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, but here's going to be the try coming up. At least it's just, what is this, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 on 7, 2-person advantage here on this Chaos team side, but 4 turns. He does have a huge ball carrier with +1 agility, +1 in movement allowance guy. So with the nice little quick snap, we'll be able to make it to where he doesn't have to move too much farther away. Ball is going to bounce nicely for the Dwarves, forcing it back a little bit extra. So at least it'll be a 3-turn touchdown, but we'll probably need to use all 4 turns to get down the pitch for a overtime period try. We'll see. Let's go ahead and switch sides here on this offense. Chaos Warrior with the hit. Hopefully not going to be causing too much injuries there, but nope. My hope is going to be short-lasted there. Going to get the injury there, and that's yet another Dwarf going down to the mighty blow, to the claw. And I would suspect this is probably how the other Chaos team of Baki would have thought it would have went for his game against the Chaos Dwarf team, but not going to be so. It is happening now for Pupok's Chaos team, though. I'm sensing some hostilities against this Chaos team. Is that right now? Wow. Gonna get the ball pickup. Should be able to get the ball up the pitch in 3 more turns. Dwarves needs to hold on with 6 Dwarves. And I have to say, this is quite a daunting task. Well, I think only Nuffle, and Nuffle can save him now from anything. At least Pupok's going to be down to 1 more reroll left. So hopefully the next bit, he may get Nuffled and use the last reroll. And then after that, maybe fail GFI. I don't know. But I think at this point, superior play can only be rewarded with Nufflings on the other side of the ball. But we'll see. Have to re-roll that, so now Jimmy, he's going to be down to 1 more re-roll left, but worth it because that did produce a KO, so that will help things on the pitch. It's still 6-on-8, and that does make the defensive try a little bit easier. As you can see there, Dwarves really need to wrap around. They really need to get that cohesion going. Like I have always said, for any Dwarf or Chaos Dwarf team, really need to get the cohesion going for those long beards, for those Chaos Dwarves, and make it to where it's a lot more difficult to move the ball up the pitch. Chaos Dwarves. Not Chaos Dwarves, but the Dwarves getting hit here. Again, piling on. Mighty blow. Will get the injury off on their main ball carrier. Oh, gosh. Dwarves just getting hit left and right. Oh, Sparkle Crotch. You have a very glittering crotch indeed, because thank you for that follow, my good friend there. Wow, Chaos team needs to get down the pitch. The Dwarves, oh, actually might be able to get a blitz off on the ball carrier. Yes, he does. The blitzer finds a way. 1 die blitz, just gonna get a push here, but that's definitely enough to maybe stifle this Chaos team. Gonna force out the blitz there. Needs to get some support here. So with the block coming up here, should be able to get another 2-die block maybe, or maybe 1-die block actually. No, it's 2-die block is the guard, and then defender down die, but that's on the far right side. Unfortunately, the ball's on the left side here. So the Chaos team should be able to get the blitz off here, and should be able to get that Dwarf away, and he may be able to get down the right side. Will be a little bit uncomfortable, but still, maybe Nuffle could come out. 1 in 36s. Well, actually, there's going to be a 3-die blitz coming out here, so 3-die blitz. Not going to get any 1 and 2 16s there, but the injury, ouch, that is really hurting the Dwarven team. Maybe a murder death kill named Dwarven team, but at this point, it's going absolutely the other way. This Chaos team, he is going to be making it down the pitch. Only a miracle now can save him. The blitzer needs to survive this 1-die block, maybe a 2-die block coming up here. Yes, he's gonna dodge away the beast, man. Yes, he's just gonna get in front of this blitzer here, and I think he will get the assist there. And oh, dodges him away. Wow, I'm gonna dodge that. Why is he dodging away? And it's gotta be a misclick there. It's gotta be a misclick right there. But unfortunately, gonna miss it there. Gonna give the blitzer a shot here at a blitz, and ooh, gonna fail the dodge. No more rerolls here for Jimmy. And the Dwarves. The Chaos team is going to trot in there. Wow. After getting a little bit of a hope here. Chaos team, I think a little bit of a misclick there. Should have been a 2-die block there, but I think just wanted to make a little drama there at the end. But this is going into getting into overtime period. Wow. Loads of injuries on the Dwarves. Gonna get his KO personnel back, but still gonna be down way in numbers. At least the Chaos is gonna still be down one more. Here's the coin flip. This is all that matters at this point. Can the Dwarves get the coin flip? Will he be able to get paid off? And it appears not. Pupok yet again wins the coin toss and quite possibly maybe in position to win the game after going down 1-0 in the first half, in which the Dwarven team was able to get that ball away, get the miracle throw. And I wouldn't say a miracle throw, but it was a very tough throw. Pitch and catch in the first half, going up 1-0. But Dwarves have not been too lucky with those armor value breaks, as we've seen in this game, and even just dodging his guy away had caused an injury here. Pupok did get a little bit funky there at the end. I would say that. I don't know if it caught greed, but again, I think it had to have been a misclick there at the end, because why dodge away when you at least had a 2-die block there on the blitzer? So after working so hard to get that dodge away, and then the 2-die block, 2 GFIs, and then get the assist up, so had to have been a misclick. Had to have been. But nonetheless, Pupok doesn't pay for it. Blitzer fails his blitz at the end, and no 1-die blitz on the ball carrier. And with 5 more Dwarves left on this pitch, this is all but written on the wall. Or is it? 1-36 comes out. KO on the Chaos Warrior. 5 Dwarves left, and the left side. I think we have an opening here, an avenue. Maybe. Oh, this could be, but it's still gonna be a funny time from 1-die block. Just gets the push here. Yes. Oh, he really wanted to get him down, but here we go. He's gonna have to blitz try at least. No, he's gonna just go around the top. Okay, yeah, I don't blame him here, because it would have been loads of crazy dodges, but still. Oh, he's gonna fail his own GFI. Man, really wanted to get this hit on the Beastman and get him down. Somebody just let me know what's going on here. But instead, it's gonna be the Dwarves. They're all based up against the Chaos team this time, and it is sudden death overtime, so. Oh gosh, this is just painful now. The Dwarves just didn't have enough in the tank here. Just couldn't stand up to the might of all this claw, all this mighty blow. And even the People's Champ goes down. Gonna go down to the injury. More injuries, in fact. Look at that. It's not every day you see this on a Dwarven team, but that's just what happens when too much claw with the mighty blow and piling on comes to play. Quite honestly, the piling ons, they actually haven't been working out too well. I mean, it's kind of been 50-50, I'd say, but still. There's the desperation dodge into the blitz, and that's not going to happen here. And so, with that, Beastman should be able to just trot it in for this. Well, actually, he's going to be holding up. He's not going to do the GFI at the end. So, one more turn left to play, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for Blood Bowl semi-finals action in the Champions Cup championship match. It's going to feature Chaos Dwarves of Crucifer versus Pupok's Chaos team. And it will definitely be a bash fest. And I have to say, I really like this Chaos team against the Crucifer's Chaos Dwarf team. But man alive, Crucifer has survived one Chaos team. Will he be able to do it again? I just don't think so, but we'll see though. In the end though, Pupok 3-2 And just a real quick check back though. Again, first half all pretty much dwarves, but by the end, one too many armor value breaks, 26 armor value breaks. As you can see, the biggest difference in today's match. Had this been at least half of that, then perhaps the Dwarven team may have been able to pull it out, but unfortunately 8 injuries going to be inflicted, 3, and as you can see there, 56 blocks succeeded. So that's 56 blocks and 26 armor value. So 50% of the time his armor was pretty much being broken by the Chaos team, and at the end, really nothing that the Dwarven team could do by the end. Dice rolls, as you can see here, the passes, 100% on the passes. That's definitely not a number that the Dwarven team are used to seeing at 100%, but there you have it, and that is the end of the match there. On the brackets, as you can see, Pupok will move on, and yes, 3-1 Pupok, or 3-2, Pupok does move on, and will be in the championship match. Crucifer against Pupok. Crucifer was the last Champions Cup winner, finally breaking his cherry, but will he be able to go back to back? That is the question. I have to say though, just a real quick look here at the teams. Just take a quick review to see who's got a little bit of the better of it. Let's go ahead and confirm the round here. And Weariness versus Goat Farm. And let's see both of these guys' team as I'm about to make the prediction. But I'm really thinking Pupok at this point here. Does have an injury though to the Beastman with Dirty Player, and yet another Beastman here being injured, and it's another Dirty Player with Wrestle and a Tackle, and then yet another Beastman. Luckily not too bad. Not key players. Still has the Mighty Blow and piling off for a bunch of these guys there, so this is definitely not looking good for the Chaos Dwarf team, even despite having loads of Beastmen being down. Gonna have 3 loner guys at least, I suppose. 70k banked up, 1870. And then against Crucifer, who does have 2060. So Crucifer is going to be up a whole bunch. Actually, the Wizard may be in hand here for the other side of the ball. So, or at least, I believe he may just forego a Hobgoblin maybe. Well, the Hobgoblin only gives you what, 40k? So that's really not good enough. So definitely going to be at least a Wizard on the other side. And Chaos team does have lots of Mighty Blow and piling on, but lots of Mighty Blow here as well. And again, we have seen how good the teams are. You know, I'm going to say, despite what I feel, I like the Chaos team, but how can I go against Crucifer? The momentum is just his way. So in the end, I'm going to say Crucifer, back-to-back winner, going to emblazon himself as one of the best Chaos Dwarf coaches to walk along and dominate with those guys. Ducky has proven that he has been able to dominate with just about any race, but Crucifer, just utter domination with a single race, and that's all you really need, right? But back-to-back winner, I'm gonna just call it here. I can't go against Crucifer, he's got it. And with that, guys, thanks again for joining me. If you guys like what you've seen here and you haven't already, please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. You can check me out on YouTube as well. Nightbot has so nicely put that link up. You're going to see all the Blood Bowl action right here on my channel, and also more strategy and role-playing games to boot. So definitely not going to be just a single-mindedness. We're going to have more of those other games as well, but lots of Blood Bowl to be had right here. So thanks again for joining me. Always a pleasure to see you guys. Nero, very nice to see you as well. Thank you for making the chat as lively as it possibly can be. And also you too, if you're out there, Overlord. Nice to see you, my brother. Good of you to drop by, as well as all you rest of your people from Pancho's stream. Thank you again, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.